Yeah, it does appear that both of them have survived. Mostly not too badly worse off for wear, so yeah, I think they're all pretty well ordered. So just got to put a few more bits and pieces back on my bike. Got to put the front pannier wraps and everything, but otherwise, welcome to the UK. So, well, welcome to the English countryside. We've come straight out of the airport. Took a left turn, and then we were pretty much directly in amongst it all. So here we are on the ride from Bristol Airport, heading towards Bath. Over this way, and of course little country roads going through the hedgerows. Very beautiful way to go. So far England looks lovely. Well, here we are on our second day's ride in the English countryside after spending yesterday off in Bath as a sightseeing day. There's a few things we've definitely noticed about the English countryside after having spent so long in Montenegro and Croatia. Firstly, it's so green. Really nice green countryside. It's cool as well, about 18 degrees, which I think is about the minimum we set our air conditioning on in Croatia. Adapting to being on the left hand side of the road has also been extremely weird after 3 and a bit months in Europe, but it's nice to have people speaking English and understanding what the heck is going on, and really beautiful little country paths that we're following along the way here. So this one here is a sort of dedicated bike path going through some rural villages. A little bit bumpy, but quite pleasant. And welcome to Wells, and the beautiful old medieval streets and the Wells Abbey there behind us. Very picturesque little bit of England here. And we finish up our day's cycling here in Glastonbury. These are the ruins of the old Glastonbury Abbey, which is quite lovely ruins. Nice afternoon wander. And so we're starting our third day's riding in England here in Glastonbury. This is the Glastonbury Tor up on the hill there, quite pretty. Not the most pretty weather today. Fiona's all pretty rugged up in her wet weather gear, so I think it's hopefully going to clear a bit later, but it's been raining all night and not much hope for completely dry today, but at least there'll be some nice scenery, hopefully. Well, welcome to Devon. Another day in the English countryside after it pissed down rain almost the whole morning yesterday and busted my knee, but that's alright, we're still on track, and just crossed from Somerset. Another cyclist. Not many of them about really, but yeah, quite pretty countryside. Lots of Devon sheep. Well, we've got a slightly different mode of transport suddenly for the next day. Yesterday my knee played up big time and found out that yeah, basically it wasn't going to go after extensive consultation with my physio. Cycling further wasn't advisable, so we've hired a car and continuing our journey with the bikes in the back there, so it's all yeah, slightly easier going through the countryside, but not quite as taxing on the old legs, and a couple of days of rest and relaxation. So our shiny vehicle has brought us to the Exmoor National Park, which is quite rugged, jagged cliffs. Bit of contrast to Croatia. Oh, this is the Tarkin Trail, Barnstaple to Biddleford, I think it is. Fiona and I have stopped the car and gone for a bit of a ride. My knee seems to be managing to hold up alright. Countryside pleasant enough, flat and easy, which is just what I need. So we've made it here to Cornwall, and the Cornwall cliffs. Looking quite lovely. After quite a long day of driving and walking and biking and everything, but yeah, not such a bad view. I think we'll be doing a whole lot of extra walking along these cliffs in the next few days. Back on the coastal trail the next day. It's just near St Ives here, and heading along. Got the whole day here on the coastal trail walking, so should be quite a nice relaxed day. We were going to cycle it, but we've decided walking is much better because you get right near the edge. Beautiful view of the English countryside that we get driving along here in these little back roads. I think we've seen more bloody hedges on this trip than just about anything else, but makes for interesting driving at least. Certainly you can't go to sleep much when you get cars coming the other way. So this is the Jurassic coast, which is just outside of Exmoor. Does sort of bring some reminiscence of Great Ocean Road. So we're continuing on along the coast here. That's Weymouth down there somewhere, I think, and that'll be sort of just walking through the hills today. So our bikes are still getting a good rest, mainly because the hedges are so bloomin' high and there's not really that much great cycling tracks that we've sort of really found. So continue on with the walking today. Well, it's not the best day for us to begin our riding again, but we've come to one of England's most famous sites, of course, the Stonehenge. We've just ridden from Salisbury, dodging the rain the whole way, and yeah, the last 2 days of riding our bikes now, so they've done pretty good. The old bikes pack up and get sent home the end of the week, so last little bit here. And in our next item of Stonehenge man sites, we've got the White Horse up on the hill. We're not really sure much about his origin, but decent sized white horse. Well, as you can see from Fiona's attire, it's not really the best day for our final day cycling here. Pretty miserable, windy, raining, cold, awful day, but well, hey, it's England. So anyway, this is Averbury, the stone circle here in Averbury. Is our third and final Stonehenge man site. Well, it's kind of an inauspicious spot from an inauspicious day, but this here be the spot that our odometer has clicked over to the 4,000 kilometre mark. So how do you feel, Fiona?
Great.
Great, okay, yeah, it's a pretty shit day, so anyway, let's celebrate this with a beer or a cup of tea. Well, this is the very last section of our video blog for the cycling trip. We're no longer in the English countryside, regardless of what it looks like. This is Hyde Park, London. We've just got the train in, and we've got about a 3k leg to get to Morgan's house, where the bikes will get packed up, and that's the end of our cycling trip. So yeah, all round, it's been pretty good. So